I thought this was a country with a really heavy vibe. Now before I go, I wanted to explain why I was denied entry to this country. Oh my god, the elevator stopped. The elevator stopped and I'm inside. Oh my god, this country is surprising me. And I don't know if it's in a good way. I want to get out. I was on the third floor. I was on the third. I'll take the stairs for God's sake. Open. So, points scored for you guys. Let me get to my hotel first. I thought this was a country with a really heavy vibe here. I leave this airport. This is the capital's airport, just so you have an idea. I think there are only 2 airlines that fly from here. This is the check-in and boarding area at the country's capital airport, okay? And this is arrivals. That's it. This is immigration. I tried to buy a memory card, but I couldn't. Then he offered me a ride. Well, of course he's gonna charge me, right? Look, man, he's a local. Nice. Oh, you go here, sorry. Huh? Wrong way. Brazil. I already got in on the driver's side. That's wild. I'll just sit up front with him. Can I go here?
Yeah, thank you.
You.
I bet you've never heard of this country. I've arrived in the only country on the African continent that's locked inside another country. Getting here wasn't easy. There's only one way to get into this place. The only way is to go to the city of Johannesburg, the largest city in South Africa, and catch a flight to the capital where I arrived, the city of Maseru. This flight uses very small planes, and only 3 flights a day arrive here. You could barely stand up in the planes, and the carry-on bags had to be checked because the compartments of the Embraer RJ135 we flew in were so small. This plane was operated by the airline Airlink, a well-known airline famous for connecting regions of Africa. But these small planes aren't used just because they're necessary due to the conditions in this country, which is the highest country on the planet. And today we're going to get to know this unique country. Welcome to the Kingdom of Lesotho.
Where the main religion is Catholicism. More than 90% of the people here are Catholic. The people here are good.
Good people.
Happy people. They import everything from South Africa. You have to go through South Africa either by land or by air. It goes through South Africa, so 80% of the things here come from outside. But they do produce some things, but it's also at a very high altitude. Agriculture here is quite limited. They can't grow low altitude or hot weather crops. It even snows here in the winter, for example. Guys, it takes about 35 minutes to get from the airport to my hotel. To buy a SIM card here, you have to show your passport. Everything is blocked, man. My SIM card doesn't work here. It works everywhere else in the world, in every country. I've never had a problem. This is the first country in the world where my SIM card doesn't work.
The Viva one from Para doesn't work.
So we came here, look, we're going to buy a Vodafone SIM card, which is what's going to save this trip. I bought my SIM card. Oh my god, what a hassle. Just like the Mayans and the Incas, you have to buy a physical SIM card. No eSIM works here. They want to register everything. It's your passport and a photo of the visa. The SIM card registration process feels surreal. We're heading to the hotel and should arrive in 20 minutes. I wanted to record my first impressions here. The country is really rural, right? We're almost in the capital. Life here is very, very, very agrarian. Here's something interesting that my friend is telling me. Most of the cars come from Japan. Many of the cars here are used Japanese cars. Because it's very cheap for them, extremely cheap. Also, Japan drives on the same left-hand side as they do here in Lesotho. Lesotho was a country that, when Africa became a country, they asked the English for protection, so it became a British protectorate. And in the 1960s, they became an independent country, so they ended up absorbing several British habits, like driving on the opposite side. For me, it's the opposite. For me, the right way is ours. Since I grew up driving on one side, they didn't want to switch directions. See? I'm in the passenger seat, which is the driver's seat in Brazil. I leave the SIM card, I don't know how I used to say it, but what I love is that here it doesn't work, right? But in all the other countries, my SIM card works. I even have my own discount code, right? When you use the code, you help me out here, right? They give me a commission, and every time you use my code, you get a discount. So everyone wins in this game. And then you can use my code STAYRUN to get your discount. Okay, my friend, leave happy. It worked in every country.
12 years running the channel, 15 years running the channel.
But it didn't launch. Oh, thank you. Against kisses. So, see you later. Bye-bye. Hey, everyone is really happy saying hi, hello when I show the camera, when I say I'm filming. Really cool. I'm excited to stay at this hotel, but don't you want one that's more central in the capital? We don't have anything close to a more rural capital. I've never been to a capital as rural and as isolated as this one. Everywhere you go here, you'll see images of the island. Image of the king of the country. Here is the entrance to the hotel. Today, this and another well-known hotel casino are popular here. When casinos were banned in South Africa, people came here. Now they're legal there. We're arriving. There's a bar, a small work area, and a restaurant. Here's the elevator to the rooms. Arriving here in my hallway, this is my room, 302. Let's check out the room, l'habitation. Nice, huh? Brand new. Look how beautiful, how lovely this room is, guys. Wow, I'm going to sleep so well here. Booking this hotel with Miles was about 30 or 40% cheaper, okay? In cash, it was about 700 Ries per night. With Miles, I paid about 490, 500 Ries or so using Miles to book this hotel. I bought discounted miles from Balcão de Milas and made a reservation. The handheld shower looks good. This shower looks like a speaker. Oh no, hold on. The shower is here, guys.
The shower is here, the little toilet, blah, blah, blah.
Nice, huh? Oh, there's even a balcony. Look, my God, you can see the sunset. Look, a micro balcony, almost like Japan. Guys, look at this view. How beautiful. I'm about to shower and head out to explore. I wonder what Lesotho's capital is like at night. I want to find somewhere to eat, try something typical. Let's see. Since this is a kingdom, right? Everything's pretty tightly controlled. Look at the Wi-Fi. To access it from your room, you have a code so the guy knows exactly who is accessing and what they're accessing. Yeah, baby, you're clueless, you're clueless. North Korea has nothing on you. Now, before I go, I wanted to explain why I was denied entry to this country.
If you're coming here with a Brazilian passport, you will need a visa to enter Lesotho. However, since I was in South Africa, which is a country where you can enter with a Brazilian passport without needing a visa, yes, I used my Brazilian passport to go through South Africa. Remember that because it's very important. What happened here was that when I arrived in the country, I presented my Italian passport. However, to my surprise, the immigration officer didn't want to accept my entry into the country with my Italian passport, even though Italians are exempt from a visa to enter here in Lesotho. That's when it started.
Why didn't you give the Italian one instead of the Brazilian? Didn't you check before coming? So I said, I did research calmly, I didn't have internet, there's no Wi-Fi at the airport, nothing worked here. Okay guys, I have 3 internet SIM cards, I always use my main one, but I have some backups in case I need them, none of them worked, okay? They got upset because I entered South Africa with my Brazilian passport instead of my Italian one. I asked what the problem was, but they were suspicious, questioning if I'd stay, what I was doing, and why I came to Lesotho as a Brazilian and Italian. Tourism, right? That's it, ma'am. I have no intention of living here. You can relax, okay? She was like, 2 days? Okay, then what are you going to visit? I said the capital and nearby areas. She stared, called the supervisor, and soon 3 of them were watching me. I asked, are you going to let me through? I was the only one left at immigration. I was the last one. Well, the country only gets 3 flights a day, and the only country that flies here directly is South Africa, with small planes, little Embraer planes, just like the one I flew on, okay? There are only 3 of those flights a day. So there are very few people arriving. At most, about 200 people would come in by air tops, because those little planes don't fit many people, they fit very few. Did you see the size of the plane? I think it fits about 50 people, maybe a little over 50 at most on that plane, so there's no way to bring more people. So it's very few people, so I think that's why they end up making life difficult for those who are left there, right? Just a few people, right? I'm going to make my work count here.
I don't know what they were thinking. There wasn't much to do, lots of people in line, I was last, and they decided to mess with me. Shall we go?
I booked a ride on this app. There's no Uber, only this app. It took 15 minutes, now just 2 left. I'm heading down.
This Honda Fit is coming here. I'm going to get it. We're going to the restaurant to try some local food.
Let's see what the night is like in Maseru, the capital of Lesotho. Will I be disappointed or surprised by the nightlife in this city?
Let's go. I still want to find a traditional dish, a local restaurant, and show you everything. This is their money, Central Bank of Lesotho.
Just so you know, the exchange rate to the real today is about 1 to 3, maybe a bit less. They use the exact same exchange rate as the South African rand, so if South Africa's currency changes, theirs changes too. It's always 1 to 1 because the economies of both countries are extremely linked.
Today, as I record this one is worth about 70 rays, and the 100 note is worth roughly 33 rays.
The money's nice, it's good to have money. I withdrew some as soon as I went to exchange it. I also went to buy the SIM card. Oh my god, the elevator stopped, and I'm inside. The elevator stopped and I'm inside. Oh my god, this country's surprising me and I don't know if it's in a good way. That scared me.
It's back. Guys, I want to get out. I was on the third floor taking the stairs.
I'm taking the stairs for God's sake. Open. She's here, the driver of the moment. Open up secondary.
Elevation Lesotho has 2.4 million people and 330,000 live here in the capital, the city of Maseru. But why is everything so deserted? Where could all these people be? Night has just fallen. In any other capital at 7 or 8 in the evening we would see life, we would see people. After all, where is everyone?
Is there anything to do here at night? What do you recommend?
On Monday, there is I think you're going to the right place. Only.
Avani?
Right? There's Avani, there's Maseru Mall down there.
Maseru Mall? Yes, what is this?
Maseru Mall. It's Maseru Mall. It has another restaurant. It has plenty of restaurants.
Oh, Maseru Mall. It's a neighborhood, a street.
No, it's a mall.
Oh, Maseru Mall. Okay. I've arrived, guys. It's all deserted here at night. That's why I got a car, because I had read that it gets really poorly lit here. I came to this restaurant called Number 7. If it weren't for the car's headlights, I wouldn't be able to see anything at all. It's really dark here, and it's 7 p.m., okay? I filmed a bit of the route so you can understand. This restaurant here is one of the most traditional and, let's say, safe ones, right? You know, going to places like this at night here can be a little dangerous. Look, there's a little cross. Up there, right on the mountain, can you see a little cross? There's a kitten meowing, and here's the restaurant we're going to, Number 7, this one, Lesotho. Take a look over here.
Quite a lot of people, huh? The place is lively. It's lively, and they say the view here is really beautiful. Look, food from the oven. There's a kind of terrace here.
What a quiet place. My god, I sought out Lesotho Number 7, one of the most popular restaurants people mentioned. Alright, let's go. Let's check if the food is good. What do people in Lesotho eat? A unique aspect of this restaurant is their support for NGOs, so dining here means you're helping too. For example, they do HIV prevention and testing, and help with local education. Lesotho today is one of the countries in the world with the highest HIV rate per capita. 1 in every 4 or 5 people here has this virus, so what this restaurant does is really cool. Money is not accepted, that's interesting. It's an indoor series with humans, I like it. The prices are pretty good, look. If you divide by 3 in reais, it would be 30 or 40 reais for a dish. Yeah, right? Given where I am, I don't think it's expensive. Thoughts? Leave a comment so I know. Leave a comment, interact with me. I ordered a wine, the glass of wine here is 20 rays, the water 8 rays. And here guys, everywhere it's like this, look, Wi-Fi code. They can't, right? They can't have a password or just give it to you. Each user, each device gets a code, I'm sure it's to track you. Look, their projects, how cool, it's all their revenue, I didn't know that. So, everything that comes in here, all the income they get, 100% goes to social projects. Behind me, look, there's a classroom. Cool, right? They really make a difference. And in Africa, that's really necessary. Remember, when many African countries gained independence, they were left with nothing, just independence. The structure changed, but they received no support. Many countries were left with nothing, including Lesotho. Even though it's relatively prosperous, if you think about it, it's because it's a small, manageable kingdom. There's a lot of corruption, there's a lot of poverty, as we'll see, a lot of things happen, right? The whole country has almost the same population as Campinas or the Campinas metropolitan region. My city has more inhabitants than the whole country, man. The whole thing. It's really cool here. Their motto is really cool so that all children can reach their potential. They want to work to make a difference. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So ask you for another white wine. And do you have water?
Digo, sparkly.
Still water.
Got my food, girls. It's here. The mash here is basically polenta and mashed potatoes. I ordered some chicken with their sauce. Let's see. Look, they've already set out a toothpick for me, man. The wine is delicious.
Guys, it's really good. What's also cool is that they support a lot of local food producers here in Lesotho. Or Lesotho, I still don't know how to say it. They say Lesotho in English, right? Lesotho, really tasty. I'm eating here and might film some of the city at night for you. Look, the total bill was 280 with the tip. A 15% tip here came to about 90 reais more or less. Not bad, right? I even ordered dessert.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Everyone here is nice and happy. I'll try to explore, but I'm a little scared. It's really dark, really dark. Everything is very dark. Come on, let's explore. Floresta City. Let's see what's here, which apparently isn't much. Well, downtown is this way if I keep walking. Everything is so dark. Guys, there isn't a single car on the street. They said it's not good to walk here at night because it's really very dark. There's no street lighting, no power, you see? They have the poles, but the poles, they don't work, they don't light up. I'm going to order an Uber through the app. Hold on.
Guys, it's the same driver, it's the same car. The guy who accepted is the same driver. Look at the time. Look at the time now, 9:25 at night. My driver, he is the...
My friend. Lucas, how are you? Yes, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. You came again to rescue me. Yeah, man. That's pretty good. Was pretty fast. Look, a casino. This hotel here is beautiful. You can never film in a casino, right? Let's see if I can do it here. I just want to take a look like 5 minutes and then I'll come back. The hotel is called Avani. It's a very traditional hotel, right? Why did it become so famous? Because casinos were banned in South Africa. So people from South Africa used to come here to Lesotho, and that's why this hotel became so popular. The hotel is big, it's really impressive and all that. And here they have a famous casino. This hotel is beautiful too. Yeah, guys, it's complicated. We can't do it. I'm getting my Uber and heading back to my hotel. Tomorrow, I'll continue exploring the city during the day. I want to show you what the fortress was like and why this kingdom started. I'll explain a little bit about why this country exists here inside Africa. Didn't you think it was strange? Tell me if you didn't think it was strange. Leave your comment here. Don't forget to watch the next video, okay? See you guys tomorrow.